Well, Americans and Latinos are frustrated that black folks can't be deported. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself why some people even want Americans deported in the first place?
They're taking all our jobs.
What qualifications do you have?
None. They're taking all the qualifications as well.
We're on stolen land. We're on stolen land. Fuck guys.
When we start doing mass deportations, which group should we prioritize?
I don't think you should deport anybody.
Maybe black people, since they're like 13% and they commit 60% of the crime.
You see, when Trump started speaking out about deportation, many people were clapping, cheering, celebrating. People thought it was only going to affect the immigrants. But now, some Americans online are asking, why is Trump not deporting black Americans? And he went ahead and answered them. And let's hear what he said.
African Americans built this nation. You built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it. Bigger than you were given credit for. Does that make sense? Right?
This left many Americans angry because whether people like it or not, black Americans played a huge role in building the United States. You cannot deport people whose roots are part of America itself. I don't want to take much of your time. Let's get into the video and come back for more discussions.
It seems like other, deeply melanated black people are really, really fucking upset that black American citizens exist. Like ones that were actually born here that have a lineage here. Like I keep seeing videos of them saying, oh, you're next. And shouts out to Leo. I saw his video where he was responding to, I'm guessing she was a Caribbean, saying your president doesn't like you. Y'all gonna be back picking cotton. He gonna get y'all out of here next. And it's like, he literally said that we built this country. He literally said that the birthright citizenship was for the descendants of slaves, chattel slavery. Y'all are so butthurt that we cannot be deported. Then they were like, oh, because when it's time for y'all to get out of here, y'all ain't gonna have nowhere to go. Get out of where? Where they gonna send me? Georgia? South Carolina? Y'all do know that a lot of us literally still to this day own land in this country. And the ones of us that don't know that we do, we're taking the proper steps and we're going through the proper channels to reclaim our ancestors' land. Maybe y'all don't know that.
Y'all know when Latinos and Hispanics be like black Americans are next? They really thought that black Americans are immigrants. And that explains why they voted the way they voted. They tried to get us up out of here. But I gotta say to the Latino community, not only did your ESL classes, but the American educational system failed you tremendously. Because black Americans are not immigrants and we're not going anywhere. This is how ill-informed they are. They really think because they're in the middle between black and white that they're white adjacent, when that's far from the truth. It's only 3 categories that's broken down in this country. You have white Americans, you have non-whites, and you have black Americans. The people in the middle, y'all just extras in this movie. The main characters are the white Americans and the black Americans, and sometimes the Native Americans make a guest appearance. This country spent too much money, trillions of dollars, in painting black people as the bad guys. That's the default, to even get rid of black Americans, as sad as that may sound. And you know who's catching on quick, who's learning the game real quick? Africans and Caribbeans. That's why they're cosplaying as black Americans. They're not cosplaying as black Americans to trick us black Americans. They're doing it to trick white Americans.
So you're getting sent back. Like, I'm not really understanding where I'm supposed to feel bad. Like, it's the law. Like, what? Am I missing something? Like, we also can't do that. We can't go to other countries illegally and just pop up and start working and all of that without things in order, without abiding by their laws. And to be honest, it's a much worse punishment if we end up doing that. I feel like America is being generous. Y'all are getting caught and then being sent by a plane or sent by a bus back home. That's pretty generous if you ask me. Like, if I go to Russia and try to pull that off, I might not come home. They might lock me up for 50 years for trespassing. Like, I'm confused. The media's trying to make us feel bad. And they're like, oh, this person was 15 years old. He was a hard-working boy. He was in high school, blah, blah, blah. And he was an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Bro, you lost me. You lost me. He's illegal. So I'm sorry. Like, that's just what happens. I can't feel bad no more. Everything you said before that is disregarded. I'm sorry.
America has always had conversations about race, immigration, and identity. These topics are emotional because they touch history, politics, jobs, crime, culture, and even fear about the future of America. Recently, social media has become completely flooded with people arguing over deportations. Some Americans are saying immigration has become too much. They believe the borders are too open, jobs are becoming harder to get, housing is even expensive, and the system is overwhelmed. When Trump pushed immigration policies, many people supported him, cheered him, because they felt somebody was finally taking the issue seriously. Things started becoming controversial. When deportation conversations became louder online, some people began dragging Black Americans into the debates. They were asking questions like, why can't Black people be deported to? This statement shocked a lot of people because it revealed how confused some individuals are about American history. Black Americans are not communities in the same way many other groups are viewed in modern political discussions. American history in America goes back hundreds of years. Their ancestors were brought into America during slavery, before modern immigration systems existed. Black Americans played a role in building America itself. They were involved in labor during slavery, building industry, fighting in wars, contributing to music, sports, entertainment, science, civil rights movements, politics, and American culture as whole. Black culture has influenced the world through music, genres like jazz, hip hop, R&B, gospel, and many more. So when some voices online started asking, why are Black Americans not deported like other races? How do you even deport people whose roots are deeply tied to America itself? This is where emotions exploded online. Some conservatives online became angry because they felt the system protects some people differently than others. You see, meanwhile, many Black Americans felt insulted and targeted by the conversation itself because to them it sounded like people were questioning whether they belong in this country or not. At the time, many Latino communities also found themselves caught in between this political storm. What made the situation more complicated is that a large number of Latinos actually supported Trump and tougher immigration laws. This surprised people outside America because immigrants and Latino communities are often spoken about as if they all think the same politically. But that is not even true. Many Latino Americans are conservative. Some are focused on border security, religion, business, or even economic issues. Some came legally into the country, believe illegal immigration creates unfairness. Others simply supported Trump because they preferred his leadership, his style, his economic policies over the others. Then reality became more personal as immigration crackdown became stronger. Stories started appearing of Latino families being investigated, detained, questioned, or even living in fear. Suddenly, some people who once supported deportation policies started feeling the emotional weight of those same policies. Social media noticed immediately. People online began saying things like, you guys supported Trump, you supported his policies. This accusation created another internet war. Now, my loves, these are the same people, the same voices that once supported Donald Trump, the same voices that were like, you know what, we want this guy elected, we want him to start working as soon as possible. Now, since this guy he's in power and he has started to do his work, you guys are getting angry because what do you mean Black Americans are not being deported? Let me tell you guys, you've really heard it from the horse's mouth that Black Americans have really contributed a lot to America. So where do you guys want them to go? They have lived there for decades, for generations. Where do you want them to go? I don't want to take much of your time. Let's quickly get in the comment section down below. Let me hear your thoughts, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscription button. Thank you so much. One love.